Hey guys, today we're going to dress up my Vinter Arden, whose name is Klara. Vinter Arden is a beautiful release. Klara is always a little bit of a challenge to dress and photograph, and I'll tell you why. She has a ton of hair. She has the most hair of any of my dolls, bar none. Because I knew I was going to dress her up for a video, I sat down with her and I brushed out her hair very thoroughly, as I showed you in my last Dolly Dressup with Plummery. It took me literally 3 hours. I sat down at about 9 a.m. and I didn't finish until after noon. The funny thing is, you can't even tell that I did it. All I did was pick her up and bring her over to my sewing table where I film my videos and put her in her stand, and she looked like a mess again. She just has so much hair. It really hangs in her face and is tremendously heavy, so it weighs her down a lot, and she falls over really easily because of all this extra weight. As I was pushing her hair back, I noticed some dark spots by her shoulder. I don't know if you can see these very well, but they're just brown splotches. They look kind of like stains, but they're not. It's just dust and stuff, and it's gotten kind of gunky, but I'm rubbing it off with a finger that I licked, like mom style, and using my fingernail a little if necessary to scrape it off. It comes off pretty easily. It's not a problem. Okay, Cousin It, we need to see your moneymaker, so I need your hair out of your face. I'm not even gonna put the elastic around twice because I'm pretty sure her hair will break it. Oh my, look at this. How dainty, how demure. Alright. Sometimes I have a specific piece that I want to use in a dress up, but today we're just going to dive into the dress box and see what we find. I almost got rid of this dress when I was decluttering, but I don't know, I just couldn't. And I've never put it on Klara before. It could be cute. Here's a very simple dress by Rev de Rui, and Klara has worn this a lot. Another Rev de Rui dress. I actually have 3 of this same type, this pattern, and this one is purple, and I've also never put this on Klara. Here's a dress that I got secondhand. Klara has worn it, so I already know that I love it on her, but maybe I could style it differently this time. Here is a little mini Jijo dress. It's Mellows. When I get a new Blythe, I usually get them a dress or something that's just especially for them. Klara doesn't tend to wear shorter skirts, but I still really like this floral. I think it's very sweet. Here is a green dress that I love, not just because of the color, but because of this cool lace overlay on the bodice. And as I hold it, I'm noticing that it kind of goes with her green eyeshadow. And I like the way this color green looks with the general peach tone that she has going on with her hair and lips too. Okay, it's down to these 2 dresses, I think. Let's just see about what she might wear with these. I have these 2 pairs of white socks from Cool Cat that I haven't opened yet. You know, the socks with the lace at the top might look cute with the lace on this green dress. Maybe we might try to tame these tresses with a hair bow or something. Oh, you know what? There's also this needle-felted deer ear headband by Sugar Duck Fairy. I've had this for about 5 years, so like a really long time. And if you ever visit my blog, my little blog banner is a drawing of Petalin that I did wearing this headband. Klara has also been undressed for the past month as I've gone through all my doll clothes and decluttered them, and most of them are dressed again, but there are currently a few nudists, and Klara has been one of them. So just looking around on her, I found some more gunk here on her arm, And this is right where her arm rubs when I put her in her stand. It's gross, but it's, again, just kind of general dust, and it comes off if I wet it down a little and gently scrape it off. Now let's see about her other arm. It's not bad in front, but in back there are a few little spots right by her shoulder. Just get rid of them. Okay, Klara, now you are all ready. This dress opens completely in the back, which I always think is great. They're just easier to get on when you can just pull them on and you don't have to like stuff the doll into them or anything. I think this white stitching is pretty cute. And this lace trim is like major. It's pretty big, so it's not really in scale, but I kind of like the way it looks. We gotta straighten up this bodice. You know what? It's hit me. This dress sort of reminds me of Liesel's dress in The Sound of Music, the one she's wearing when she sings Edelweiss with Captain Von Trapp. It's not like it's an exact match or anything. It just gives me those vibes. And that is one of my favorite movies of all time. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. A lot of people think it's like overly sweet or treacly or something, but it's actually pretty funny in a lot of places. Like everything Max says, for instance. Also, it's Rodgers and Hammerstein, so the music is amazing. Julie Andrews is awesome in it. The cinematography is stunning. The costumes are fun to look at. I mean, it's no Jupiter Ascending, but then nothing is. As I was putting these socks on her, I was thinking that I didn't want them to be so tall on her leg that you couldn't see her legs through the lace trim of her dress. So I was leaving some extra sock down by the toes so the sock would be like the height I wanted them to be. Okay, as for shoes, I think it's finally time to use the Takara Shoe Cruise Night Set strappy boots. The thickness of the extra sock down by her toes and the seam of the sock on the back of her legs are making these shoes unexpectedly tricky to get on. And I'm gonna have to pull up the socks a little more and really make the seam go where I want it to go with my thumb. I actually cut out a lot of footage where I was just messing with her socks and shoes. I just didn't want to lose the effect of seeing her leg through the dress's lace, so I just massaged it like a lot. Okay, Sadako-chan, we've got to get your hair out of your face. I just did this twisty pullback style on Plummery, but for Klara, I'm just doing it temporarily to pull her hair back out of her face and sort of using it to eyeball how exactly I want this headband to sit. A lot of the time it just sits on my girl's head like a tiara would or something, and with Klara especially, it's really hard to negotiate accessories with her hair. Like, just look at this. Yes, I broke it. Let's revisit. You know, I've had this headband for a long time, like 5 years, and the elastic was coming loose anyway, so I'm actually not surprised it broke. And because I had my embroidery floss box nearby with some ivory thread that was still on the needle from a previous project, I just grabbed that and I quickly stitched the elastic back on. It's not pretty, but nobody's gonna see it. It works. Okay, Klara, let's try that again. And yes, I instantly broke the other side. Just immediately. I'm hitting a lot of snags with this dress up. But we soldier on. I still have my pincushion handy, so I'm just gonna repair the other side too. Okay, honestly, if it breaks this time, I will really cry. I love this headband. Okay, so far so good. Now we'll take her hair down again. Just kind of smooth it. We gotta be real bossy with Klara, apparently. And I think Klara is all done. She's all ready to go frolic around the hills, the same ones that are alive with the sound of music. And I hope she doesn't rip her dress, because I definitely am not going to make her one out of my curtains. I wish that didn't happen almost every time I dress Klara, but it does.